everybody, it's Laurie Bish with Real People Realty, or some of you may know me as Glow, as in #Go with Glow. And we are continuing our conversation today with Laurie Bish. Today's topics are going to be gap insurance. A lot of people are not sure what gap insurance is, and also if you were to get an umbrella policy with your homeowner's insurance. So I'm going to let Laurie explain those two policies to us.
Okay, first, gap insurance is something when you're buying a new vehicle or a vehicle, and you can buy it through the dealership. It's basically you're paying X dollars for this car and you're taking out a loan on this vehicle. Basically, as soon as you drive that vehicle off the lot, it depreciates very quickly. If there was a total loss on that vehicle, you still are stuck paying that loan. Problem is, when you get the check from the insurance company, it's going to be less than what you pay, what that loan is. So there's a gap, right? There's a gap of coverage. So you can get gap insurance from the dealership. It is costly, and it's an option. Auto insurance companies will often give you that coverage on your insurance policy. There's some requirements, so it doesn't work for everybody. But chat with your agent. We're happy to help to see if that is an option for you before paying through the dealership. So that's gap insurance.
So I just want to talk about something that happened to me way back in my early 20s. It was my very first brand new car that I had a loan on, and I totaled the car. I had a car accident. It was totaled, and then I, thank God, only had one more payment left to complete. I didn't have gap insurance. I didn't know nothing about gap insurance. It was never offered to me or explained to me by my insurance agent and or the car dealership. And so had I had another year or another 6 months of payments, back in my early 20s, I was a struggling student. So that would have been a problem. So I still had to make one more payment, thank God, but I didn't even have a car. The car was totaled because it just covered everything except for that last payment. So it's really important whether you get it through your insurance agent, and I know that there's stipulations. You only do it for newer cars or whatever. Normally, when you buy the car at the dealership, they may do it for longer, or whatever the case is. But it really, Laurie, it's what you pay for it is pennies, and it's worth it.
Yeah.
God forbid if you total something and then you don't have to pay that extra gap in between there.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Umbrella policy is another one that a lot of people don't know about, and it's good to have, and I'll let you explain it.
Okay, perfect. And I'm going to kind of segue into what is that personal liability umbrella. When it comes to our home insurance and auto insurance, there's liability limits on these policies that cover you in the event that somebody sues you. The biggest risk comes from the auto, because the chances are we're going to get into a car accident before something awful happens at our home. Usually. So each policy has their own liability limits. Auto insurance, there's the state of Illinois requires you to only have a very small amount of coverage. That amount does not qualify for you to have this personal liability umbrella. And why is this even important? Well, let's just put it in perspective. Let's say you hurt somebody in a car accident. You only have state minimum. You have $25,000 that will be paid out for one person's injuries, $50,000 if multiple people are injured. That's minimum that you can have by the state law. Let's say you hit a doctor. They no longer can work. They are now you've taken away their livelihood. They are going to sue you for a lot more than that $25,000. When you become a homeowner, you in a perfect world want your insurance to cover that asset. Let's say your home is $500,000. You want your underlying limits, your auto and your home, to be at least $500,000. But in that same scenario where maybe you hit that doctor, that's still not going to be good enough. And so there's a policy called the personal liability umbrella. It's literally like putting an umbrella up over everything you own. Your home, your auto, your boat, your motorcycle, a lake house, whatever it is. It gives you additional liability protection. So in the event that you are sued, you in a perfect world are not going to pay out of pocket, and your insurance company is going to take care of you up to the limits.
So just a quick question, even if you got the very minimum but had an umbrella policy, that umbrella policy is still, or do you have to have a certain type of insurance to get the umbrella?
It's a great question, because everybody would take the lowest limits, because auto insurance liability is a lot more expensive than umbrella policies are. Umbrella policies require you to have some skin in the game. You've got to have 250, 500 limits on your auto in order to qualify for the umbrella.
Okay.
So that's a great question. People ask me that every day. Great question.
So if you want any more information about it, my contact information is on this page. I can put you in direct contact with Laurie, who is an insurance agent and can help you with anything: boat, car, motorcycle, home, vacation home. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks so much.
Bye.
Your friends and family to go with Glow, go with Glow, go with Glow. Those who know, they close with Glow.